Back to another game in our 2019 weekend in Arkham scenario thingamajigger mabobber weekend of horrible things. Last night we managed to not stop Cthulhu in Arkham Horror. It ate the whole town of Arkham. Actually, it sunk. Then it ate us.
And it ate the rest of the world too.
Did it eat the rest of the world?
That's what it said at the end.
Oh, wow.
And the rest of the world.
Right.
Because once he's got his home on Earth, he's going to eat the rest of the world.
At least Earth was still there, unlike Azathoth that would just eat it and like spit out nothing. Okay, so we're gonna try Better Luck today with Mansions of Madness, which is an app-driven game. So there might be some technical difficulties we're gonna try to overcome to figure out. Because in theory, you guys are seeing the app in the top right corner, and we gotta switch screens to make the app work. So if we look lost and confused, it's because we are. All right, so here we go. Let's try this. All right, so we begin the scenario, right? Yeah, I think we're good. All right. From beyond. All right, where are we? All right.
Oh, it phases in.
Yes.
So it's probably narrating. We don't hear it, by the way.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, and I've heard this thing before.
Okay, Murder on the Orient dirigible. All right, continue.
Not just another murder to investigate.
Yeah.
Let's see, I think we probably have enough to clip, I hope.
So you served on people going about their daily routine. You spent the morning sinister fare. Placed the viewing room 1, viewing room 2, and viewing room 3 as indicated. Oh yeah, I can activate these buttons down here, so we're good. Unless there's more to the end over here.
So I'm sure we will not be using those or that. That's all. Apparently all the tiles. Oh, there we go. Viewing room 1. Viewing room 3. Aha, ship text and such. What else?
I'm not sure how it's gonna align it, but we'll just
go.
go.
Viewing room 2 we need. Okay.
We'll make.
Is viewing room 2 the big one?
This is at the bottom. Ah, I see. Telescopy is at the top. We need the middle. Yeah, the big one should be the middle. Oh, I think I see it on the other side of that. Yeah, isn't that it right there?
Dining room.
Yep, I think that's it.
And we're looking for viewing room 2.
Oh.
Viewing room 2.
That's kind of what it is. It looks like a dining room, but. Ta-da! There we have the interior starting of the dirigible. Alright. Continue. Standing on the observation deck you take in the large windows of the room, place your investigative figures as indicated. Hey, those are not my figures. Okay, that's cool. But I know. Continue. Pull out a worn notepad that has served you well over the years. Any important information regarding suspects and gathered evidence will be recorded here. Captain Pike has provided you a brief description of the passengers and crew members, along with their cabin numbers or roll aboard the ship. Okay. An investigator gains the incriminating evidence unique item. Any investigator may review the collected evidence by interacting with the app. Incriminating evidence, please.
Incriminating evidence.
Okay. You want to keep it since you can't lose items? Not really sure if it's something that's losable.
Well, it's in the log. You can hit the journal button if we want to.
Okay. The captain mentioned that the body of the victim, William Rushford, was found by another passenger, Fred Cooper, in the storage hold. While he was hesitant to do so, he reminded you that nobody aboard the ship should escape suspicion, not even members of his crew, or the captain himself. To ensure that the suspect cannot take control of your ship, you encourage Captain Pike to lock himself on the bridge. When you're ready to make an accusation, he has asked you to contact and uses the ship intercom located on the observation deck. You locate it quickly, but note that several wires have been pulled out, perhaps indicating some form of sabotage. Puzzle! Place an interact token as indicated here, please. You did? Okay, perfect. The storm is much more noticeable through the observation windows that surround the room. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up as the sensation puts you on edge. Place a sight token as indicated. Done. A clipboard with a stack of papers has been left on a table. Place a search token as indicated.
Where? Oh, it's over there.
Yeah. Okay. And then near the port side window, a young stewardess is scrubbing away the floor.
Oh, jeez.
Dried tears streaking her face. Place a person token as indicated. This is Ethel Gibbs, a crew member aboard the Stargazer Majestic.
I wonder if I should have probably kept all those separate.
Oh, the crew, the characters.
Yeah, because I've got the entire collection, and therefore I have every character that was ever. Oh, I don't know if Ethel has her own token or not.
By the look of the face, yes. Well, I don't know. Before it showed.
What was her name?
Ethel Gibbs. Before it showed 2 generic miniatures instead of ours, so I'm not sure. All I want to know is, how did you make it on your stipend as a waitress on an airship? I can maybe be hired to play, but...
Well...
I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick and be right back. Wait.
There she is. What's up? So Ethel's out there.
Found it, did you? Okay. Alright. A very well dressed man is gazing out the front observation deck window, occasionally drawing on a cigar. Place person token as indicated. This is Arthur Holloway III, a first class passenger.
Holloway, the third. There he is. I just dropped him. Okay, he's way up here.
Yep, chilling. Alright. Breakfast table stands off to one side of the room. Place a search token. And door leads to the hallway. Place an explore token. The door provides crew members direct access between the crew office and the observation deck. Okay. Investigate the murder, gather evidence, and contact the captain to make an accusation. Alright. So, did we want to look at the evidence? Is that what we're trying to do? Incriminate?
I guess any investigator can do so, but I think interact is a action.
Okay, so maybe we don't want to do that right off the bat.
So, investigator phase. 1 turn, order of their choice. 2 actions.
Yep.
All right.
And, okay, so for the record, He is playing.
I am Agnes
Angus,
Baker.
who is a waitress, and I'm Jim Culver, who's a musician. All right. What do I want to do? Movement was
Well, you're the interact guy.
Movement was 2.
Move action 2 spaces. Can be interrupted to perform other actions.
So
You have explore tokens you can do, search tokens you can interact, or interact with person or interact token in your space by using the app.
So I'm gonna move.
It might we might be able to highlight the journal just to see what it says. Okay, resume scenario. And therefore I'm gonna bet that's hitting monsters. The next one is our backpack.
Correct. And
There's the item.
I don't think it costs.
So, no, it does not.
Let's see what it says. Oh, well, I don't think we have any gathered evidence yet. Yeah. It's
That's
just,
where it's going to be stored.
It just.
That's where it's going to be stored.
So it does have a list of suspects so far. It's the people that we've encountered or have been mentioned so far. Arthur is the rich guy up here. Dot Fisher was the person that saw the murder. Lentil Gibbs is the crew member that's over here.
So there's a whole bunch of people on board, and we have to go find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can get out of that. All right, so that's good. We can. It's saving what we find.
Yep. Okay.
So your objective is to go talk to people because you got the talk to ability.
Oh yeah, I got influence, don't I? All right, fine. So who's the furthest right now? That person. So I could go 1, 2.
They're both 2 away.
Are they? Because you can't go there. It's okay.
Huh?
Can you cut here?
No, you can't do diagonal.
Okay, just shoot. All right.
So they're both.
And let's go talk to this person over here. Or maybe I should go to the first class person. Yeah, he's probably snootier. All right, let's try the first class person. La 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 la. Arthur Holloway. There's Spencer out the window. His suit immaculately pressed. Have you been here all morning? Did you see any suspicious? Let's go with have you been here all morning? You think I did this? Ha! This is Rich. He turns away from the windows to stare at you. Do you know what the problem is with people like you? You stick your nose where you do not belong. He takes a long draw on his cigar, then exhales slowly in your direction. He was in my cabin most of the morning. I only left to take breakfast and enjoy the view. Thank you for ruining both.
You're gonna thank it. You're gonna say, "Yep."
Glares at he glares at me, his face turning crimson. You think you are smart, do you? His voice becomes a low growl. Or I show you I'm not a man you want as an enemy. As he turns your way, you notice a heavy ring emblazoned with an occult emblem on it. Gain 1 clue. Those were my 2 actions. Okay. So we know he's got ties to the occult of some sort.
All right,
or he
so
likes ancient
I'm going to
jewelry.
move 1 and search. It's not that one.
Well. I have to click and drag. Clipboard with a stack of papers have been left on the table. You want to search it, or do you?
I got a decent observation.
Okay, picking up the clipboard, you notice that the papers are all complaints filed by former passengers. Captain must have left there in his haste. Each page deals items that disappeared from cabins during previous trips. They go on the list of missing items, several very valuable, and the approximate time frame when they went missing. So we have a thief on board.
Seems like it.
As you return the clipboard to the table, a glint from the floor catches your eye. Gain the Elder Ward common item. That's kind of cool.
Hopefully it is roll 1 additional die when a monster is attacking you.
So it's possible that the thief is a crew member and somebody's trying to cover up whatever, hence therefore causing...
And then I have 1 movement and this is gone.
Yep.
I think I will make it to do this door here because you're going to end up coming down here anyway.
Yes.
You may pause as you come along, but
Yeah, I might.
I mean, you're gonna take the long route, but I'll check the far away door. This is the crew door, apparently. Next turn. So we are done with investigator phase.
This is the next skip. Yes.
I don't. Yep.
Mythos phase. The scary part. A deep thunder reverberates through the gondola. Clouds start to envelop the ship, their natural black color rapidly eclipsing any natural light, plunging everything into shadow. No immediate effect, but bad things are coming.
Yeah, here they come. So,
all right.
So you've already talked to her. Let me open the door, see what happens, then you can decide what to do. So let me look at or check the door
you're going
first.
To this door?
Yeah.
This is it. Yep. Provides crew member direct access between the crew office and the observation deck. Explore it.
Yep.
Yeah. Crew office is well lit. The smell of cigarette smoke wafting through. Discard this explore token and place the study tile as indicated.
And I'm gonna bet that's not a new tile. That looks like a
it's got a little tentacle symbol, whatever that means. This is a tentacle.
Oh. Yeah, well that shows up on the card
that might be
to
the
help
set.
Identify which study, but as you can see, you can start searching for studies just as long as
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yes, tentacles. So I should probably set these into sets.
Seems logical.
Someday.
I think they're the sets.
Yes, I'm sure they are.
Campsite. Scarecrow. Oh, the good news is I can just ignore anything that doesn't have the tentacle set.
And you've got to flip over to the other side too.
But yeah, but it's gonna be from the same set.
Well, I don't know that we're using all tentacles on this or not, but study tentacle. Here we go.
I'm putting the tentacles on top just to be safe. What's the worst can happen? My theory is incorrect. Okay, continue. All right. Young man in the officer's uniform is sitting at a desk covered with charts and other official documents. Place a person token as indicated. Officer Butler, the Stargazer and Majestic navigation officer. Officer, he is sitting on the lamp desk with the lamp. An overturned sofa cushion catches your eye from across the room. Place a search token. And a door leads to a hallway.
Gee, I think we might have found a
connection. You may move one space into the explorer.
I will do so.
Would you like
prepping for next turn. Well, no,
you didn't move.
I moved from here to here and then explored, so I've done 2 actions.
Okay, so for me, where am I? I am here. I don't want to talk to this dude again. I'm wondering about here or just go down there.
It's generally not a good idea to pass up searchable items, typically speaking.
But these are also items, so I'm kind of wondering. Okay, well, 1, interact with this item, whatever this was. Breakfast buffet table. Yum, 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 yum. The buffet table is covered with different breakfast foods, including an array of breakfast meats and eggs. Now I'm hungry. Crumbs and Scotch pancakes are lined to the leftmost edge, and an unusual delicacy, crimson carp, is displayed proudly in the center. As you approach, you notice a dark red stain on one of the tablecloths. Lifting up the linen, you find a small knife covered in a sticky substance. Test of my lore. Okay, so I need 4 dice. Yes, these dice is what we use these days. Lore is 4. I succeed 3 times.
That's yes. Put it on the counter.
1, 2, 3. That was lucky. Confirm. Upon further study, you realize that this substance must be blood, but the nearly black glittering hue made it difficult to discern. You pick up the knife and notice the strange occult symbols etched into the hilt. It must be the murder weapon. You look around and realize that whoever placed this knife here had to have been on the observation deck sometime this morning. Gain the ritual dagger common item. So he claims to have been in his bedroom all morning.
Yeah, well,
he claims. I'm not saying exactly. Claims. All right. Roll one while casting a spell. You might want to have this one if you're going to be doing a whole bunch of spell casting.
Yeah, well, you found it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But okay. I mean, it helps with the flesh ward, I guess. So that was one movement.
Is it
two
plus
movement.
1 success or something to?
Roll one additional die while casting a spell. So
Yeah, it's useful.
Yeah, it's extremely useful. Okay. The incriminating evidence has been updated. All right. So I believe that ends our turn. Yes, you are done.
Yep.
Mythos. Here is tinted with an unnameable color. No immediate effect. This is the color out of space again. Alright.
Okay.
You're in a room with a searchable object if you want to start.
Yeah, I'll search it.
Okay. Click. Overturned sofa cushion. You flip the cushion over and notice a dark red stain soaked onto the top. Here we go again.
The theme here.
Yeah, upon closer inspection, you realize that it's just a dried wine spill. This had no relevance to your case. As you go to return the cushion, you notice someone has shoved something in between the seats, gained the brass knuckles common item.
I don't think I've ever played a scenario where you just keep gaining items like this. Well, if we'd had 5 investigators, it would have been a different story. We need to spread them out.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
All right, so you got an action left.
Roll 2 additional dice while attacking unarmed. So I would have a 4, but that's not bad.
That's not another.
All right, so I moved.
No.
Oh, no, I didn't move. I just
You
searched. So I can move again, and I'll just move to set myself up.
Okay, and I am then going to go 1. What was these things? One was a intercom. I can try to fix.
How's your agility? I think
Maybe. I thought it was observation.
it might be.
3 and 3 either way. So we have to alert him through the intercom, right? Is that how we have to?
Kind of what he asked for, yeah.
We're going for now. What is this? The storm gathering attention. Eventually, got the meeting room. I think I'm gonna leave the intercom alone for now. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see what it takes to fix it, because I guarantee we'll have to fix it in order to. Unscrewing the faith police, you know that some of the wires appear to have been purposely sabotaged. You have to reconnect the wires properly. Tap to attend the puzzle using my eyeballs.
It's a puzzle.
Sure. 3 observation. Yeah. Okay. So this obviously is to turn. How do you turn this thing?
You highlight it and hit the buttons at the bottom.
Oh, I see. Oh no, I went the wrong direction.
Yeah, that was a move. That's it.
Yep.
So you can spend a second turn if you want.
Well, no, because I moved. Yeah, but I can do it.
Oh, you moved.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're done.
So yeah, because the connection here, this can flip and go this way. Okay. It seems like I gotta. Okay. I think the connection has to happen. Fudge. Okay. This had to happen. Period. This was obvious. Then it feels like this 3 needs to go. This needs to change up. Okay. You guys need to use the computer?
I don't think so.
Okay, just let us know. It feels like this needs to, like if you turn it, this will go up this way. But then where does it go? So at least you have a connection here. But then where does this go?
Yeah.
Oh. Ugh. Yuck.
I'm not seeing this.
Oh, but I'm not seeing how you get a connection going here. All right.
So you can only pivot them?
That's what I'm seeing, yes?
Okay, line. So this is a line puzzle. Line puzzle type of puzzle in which investigator attempts to connect the left side of the puzzle to the right side. The pieces in the line puzzle are displayed in a grid and randomized. As a puzzle step, an investigator can swap any two adjacent
Okay, so you can
pieces
swap them.
by dragging one of them over the other.
Okay.
Or you can rotate any single piece 90 degrees, then tap the arrow in the direction.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
So a piece is adjacent to another piece if it's directly above, below, to the left, to the right. Puzzles solve when a continuous line is created from left to right. So,
Yeah, okay.
so now that we can move them...
This one can be swapped up here, and then we just...
Yeah, well, you can't do that now.
No, I know, I'm out. But yeah, this is solvable.
Well, it's solvable, but yeah.
Okay, that was my second action, and I get one more movement. Do I stay here?
Well, you can't do the puzzle unless you stay there.
Correct, so I stay here. It's either that or I go talk to the lady there. You're exploring, go. Alright, so is that both of us?
Yeah, that was...
Confirmed. Middle phase. Sky suddenly turns dark and you notice strange shapes occasionally blotting out stars. This Mythos event affects the investigator with the highest in... Yeah, go ahead. So...
4. I have a 4.
Okay.
Which is higher than your observation?
My observation is only a 3.
So it's affecting me.
The shapes coalesce into winged creatures that dart around the whole of the dirigible. Suddenly, one of the creatures crashes hard into the window. Okay, so that's a 2, but I can't read it because it's too small because they changed our view. If you pass, you have to test, it looks like, and you need 2 successes. Yep.
Wing 2, agility?
Yep, agility. But it said, it affects the person with the most observation.
Yeah, I have 3 agility.
Same as mine, so. Alright. But you need 2 successes, is what the problem is.
Okay, so nothing to benefit there, so I do have 1 clue, so I can discard that to make that.
Good. Alright, if you pass, you stagger back but manage to keep your footing. Otherwise, you would have taken damage.
Okay, so that's good.
Yep.
Burned my clue, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for.
Okay, it's back to us. You want me to try to finish this puzzle first, or do you want to go first and see what's out there?
Well, you go ahead and work on the puzzle, I guess. We'll see what happens in case I have to run. Well, it'll take me 2 turns to get to you.
Swap.
So something has to...
And then rotate this. Okay, and I got one more move. If I swap these two, then next turn I can finish it.
Yeah, so he's going to take both of your actions to finish it. That's effectively what happens.
Intercom fixed. Yay! Yeah, had I not wasted that one up there.
Yep.
I just didn't. The ship intercom has not been repaired. When you are confident you have gathered enough evidence, you make an accusation, you can contact Captain Pike. You will need to know what the key pieces of evidence are to link your suspect to the murder, as well what evidence was found. Well, not useful until later, but I figured if we're in a rush...
So I'm going to talk to this guy.
Officer Butler is analyzing navigational charts at a small desk. His uniform, normally pristine, looks disheveled and sweat-soaked. Which shall it be, sir?
Nervous.
You seem nervous. Everything okay? No, nothing is the matter. He wipes a bead of sweat from his brow. This murder has everyone on edge, and I'm just trying to maintain calm and order around here.
Yeah, right, okay.
He notices the food tray sitting on the desk for the first time and takes the opportunity to change the subject. Have you had the chance to eat breakfast? If not, you really need to. He points to the plate with his fork. This crimson carp is an Edel Gibbs specialty. He hurriedly takes a bite, wiping the red sauce from his lips. Red sauce. Red wine. Blood. Okay. I do love that girl. He takes another bite as he nervously continues his small talk. I have never met anyone so young that knows so much about the world. She certainly has an old soul. That is why, when we arrive in Arkham, I intend to propose to her. Well, I just met you, but thanks for all the life story. As he finishes the last of his meal, he lights a cigarette. I really should get back to work, and I'm sure you have more important things to do than listen to me talk about my personal life. Let me know when you need anything else. Gain 1 clue. There's the clue we burned. So he's in love, and she knows how to cook fish. What do you want to do now?
My second action will be to open the door up there, or explore.
Explore. So, okay. It's another tentacle tile, and it's a hallway.
Tentacle tile, well, the hallway pattern is a dead giveaway. So you just look for that pattern.
Oh no, wait, but it's not the right one.
Huh.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Well, I've looked through all these, and
You looked at the ones in the middle?
yeah, I looked through every single one of these, and I don't see a pattern of that type.
Houseboat office. Hall.
Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
You was blind.
I skipped over it too fast, maybe.
Yep. Okay, so that's gonna cut there, and that door obviously leads to there. Okay, here we go. There you go. You can probably move in there. First class cabins are located along the starboard side, so you need search tokens or whatever they are called here. Lanterns.
We got it turned the wrong way.
I do. Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Let's turn this way.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I'm probably removing that one, so we'll just put that one there.
Okay.
Yeah. And another one.
Door marked crew only is on the port side of the hallway. Place the explore token as indicated. Guess that's where the captain is, maybe. Then the hall extends farther into the dirigible. Captain Pike mentioned in the murder took place in a room down the hall. Place the side token as indicated. Pieces of kind of markings on the floor. There's a search token as indicated.
Guess where I'm
You
going.
may move 1 space.
I will be headed down the hall.
Continue. I believe that's both of us, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Confirm. Your hand begins to burn. The Mythos event affects the investigator with the most items. That would be me. I believe. No. Okay.
Guess again.
The object in your hand glows with heat as you instinctively drop it. You nurse your hand, which is now scarred by an agonizing burn. Suffer 1 face down damage and drop 1 random item because you have the satchel. You just put it in your satchel, so you have no burns. Okay. So technically, you're in range 3, right?
1, 2. I'm at range 2.
Okay, perfect. Continue. Let me go first before you move then. I'm going to attempt to clash a flesh ward on you. Then I flip the card. So let's see what happens here. There's going to be a lore test, right? How does that work for spells?
There's the book. Attack action spells.
I think it says lore check, but save and repeat search. Spell. Spells are presented when the investigator casts spells, he claims a random copy of that card face up. Spells are possessions, they can be dropped, picked up. Spells are double-sided. Some spells called attack spells have an attack icon.
Yeah, I like this one.
It doesn't specify how to. So what I have here is the glossary.
Well, the rules reference, which is...
Yeah, but unfortunately on the spell, attack double-sided possessions, trade actions.
I certainly don't remember. Component action. It's preceded by the word action. Do you have the word action on your... Okay.
Yep.
Opens the inventory by pushing on the inventory button. Bottom left corner of the screen selects the item. Confirms the action by selecting an option preceded by an action icon. Resolves the effect as instructed by the app.
Okay, what? I don't.
That doesn't raise up at all.
But there's nothing here. There would be stuff
Okay.
to the right.
So you're doing a component action. So
Okay.
you cast the spell. Don't. So it's not a component that's listed apparently. Skill test in the app. Skill test. So I think you just do it, because this one is just do it and turn it over. And
Okay. The only thing that's confusing then is why does the bladed weapon roll one additional die when casting a spell?
well, I think you'll just.
Alright. Okay, that's it.
If you don't have it in it, casting a spell should be in that.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So you cast it, and then you guys see on the other side what happens. So take a horror away. Damage. Okay, you feel an unsettling presence pass your body. Now it has the book symbol. I need 2. Okay, so there we go. Roll 1 additional die because of the ritual dagger. So we're looking at 5 dice.
I thought you that's all you did was select it, go.
Okay, I need 2 successes, so I'm gonna spend the clue to turn that into a success. All right.
You're gonna discard that one and get the next one. You put that at the bottom
If you
of the
pass, you drive out the magic, no additional effect. Then discard, and gain another flesh ward spell.
Yeah, they're over there. So you're using flesh ward. We might as well get them closer to you.
Yep.
Here they are.
Thank you. And then we'll shuffle these. Or do you put them?
You
at the
discard
bottom?
it.
Discard.
That effect.
Okay.
And I've got Storm of Spirits, so I might as well keep that one handy.
Okie dokie. Wasted a clue, but whatever.
That was one.
That was one. The second one is... I guess I'm there. I might as well look out that portal and see what's going on. Look out the window. Looking closer at the gathering clouds, you are overwhelmed with impending dread. As if sensing your knees, the storming ignites another dark lightning bolt just ahead of the ship. And a gust of wind rocks the dirigible, forcing you to steady yourself. Something sinister is at work, and you cannot shake the feeling that if you do not stop it, everything will be lost. Suffer one face-down horror, then discard this sight token. Well, so much for my benefit there. Okay.
So
that was me. It's all you know.
So I am going to move 1 and hit the sight token.
Markings on the floor. What you got? Markings are some kind of scuff marks, perhaps made by someone's shoes. You dismiss it as common wear. As you turn away, you notice a small item among the alcoves. Gain the binding powder common.
So you hit the search token. I said the sight token.
Oh, I thought you said search.
Well, too late now. So binding powder, did you say?
Yep.
So we're getting all kinds of monster stuff and no monsters yet.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're coming.
Okay, so that was
You gotta move left.
1, and now I'm stuck. So yeah, I wanted to go down the hallway because that's where we're supposed to be going. I can see.
The corridor stretches on forever, lined with countless doors. The mythos cementiplex investigator in an alley or hall who has suffered the most horror. That's the observation hall. That's what it's called. It's called a hall. Observation room.
I'm in
You're
the
in a
hall.
hall. Okay. Okay.
an alley or hall who has suffered the most horror. So I'm the only one in the hall, so it's me.
Open the door after door, trying to find your way. Test your head, your will. You need one success. If you pass, you find yourself back where you started. Okay? That's fine. Yeah, otherwise you would have suffered horror and moved to space away from the haunted hall. Okay. Rainstorm picks up the pace as you notice that the sky has taken on a natural glittering black hue. The ship is rocked by turbulence as lightning cracks just off the starboard bow. Doubt creeps in your mind, and for a moment you consider abandoning your efforts. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down horror, willpower negates.
Well,
I think I'll, yep. So much for clues, huh? Alright.
So they're there for.
Starting to heat up.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, did you want to go first and see what's down the hallway now?
That's pretty much what I need to do.
Alright.
We were told that's where it was.
The hall extends farther into the dirigible. Captain Pack mentioned that the murder took place in a room down the hall. An investigator in the entry hall can reveal an adjacent. So you need hall tile 2 tentacle again.
Since you've got the tentacles sitting there, you should. Oh, wait. Bingo right there. Done. And we are. Chairs, yes, alignment. So there we go. Blank.
Looks like you got a couple of each cabin doors stand along the starboard side of the hall. Place its 4 tokens. Alright. And there's one at the end. Medical office door.
Yikes.
And it's ajar.
And another one. Good grief.
This is the engine room.
Aha.
We're going. Oh yeah, this must be the front of the ship. That makes sense. Well,
Okay. And another one.
port side of the hall, you said door is slightly open. A soft light comes from within. This is the ship's cargo hold, where the victim was discovered earlier this morning.
Okay.
That's it. Have fun.
Let's see, I looked.
Uh-huh.
And then I think what I'll do is open this. Click on that. Yeah, that one right there. See what it said.
This door leads to the crew quarters. A placard reminds you this area is off limits to passengers.
Let's open it. Because we think there's a thief.
The room is filled with rows of beds, each needing made. Footlockers are sit in front of each bed. A nameplate for each crew member is affixed to them. Discard the support token and place the crew bedroom tile. So I get that the tiles are generic, but it does not match the flavor text. Alright, so a folded letter sits on Ethel Gibbs' bedside table.
It's, okay, so it's oriented this way. Okay, so we're doing a search token up here.
Yep. And footlocker belonging to Officer Butler is sealed with an elaborate lock.
Uh-huh.
And then
You know what's going to happen there.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I will, because there's something to look for in here.
Is that your second action? Because you
Yes,
looked
it
and
was.
All right. Did I do my turn? Yes, I did. Right.
No.
No, you went first. Okay. Well then.
You going to talk to somebody?
Yeah, might as well. One chatterbox here. Let's go talk to her. Ethel gives on her hand and the scrubbing the observatory deck floor, dried tears sticking her face. Startled, she wipes her tears from her face. Oh, it is nothing, I'm fine. When she realizes that you are not going to give up, the tears start anew. That poor man. I overheard the captain talking about the murder. Do you really think it was some part of the dark ritual? Are we safe? She started to say something more, than pauses. We patiently wait for her to continue. Persuasion. So 5 persuasion, 2, 4, 5. No clues. Hoping for success. At least. 1. I am sorry, but I really have to get back to work now. She returns to scrubbing the floors. You notice the tears start to stream down her face again. So something's up, but I didn't get enough successes. So
You have 1 movement point left if you want to go anywhere.
Try to do her one more time, and then go.
You're gonna do her.
Yeah. Try to. No, probe was gonna be a bad word too. I am just going to try to investigate this matter further in the next turn.
Yeah. Okay, that was this.
Phase. All right. The hairs on the back of Jim Colbert's neck stand on end. He spins around as a harsh voice calls his name, but there's no one there. Suffer 2 horror unless I make a willpower test, which will negate it. No, 2 horror, please.
Ooh, you're getting.
Yep. Well, guess I'm gonna have to be spending an action next turn to do something else.
You have your horror get rid of thing. Right?
I gotta blow my bugle.
All right, so that's it. We're over to investigators.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to.
Actually, let me go first.
Okay.
And remove my horror in case something horrible happens with your turn. So each investigator within range may discard. You're not in range. You don't have any horrors, anyways. Okay, discarding the first one I got, and then I will talk to her again and see if I can convince her.
Is it an action to use your bugle?
Yeah. It says action. Okay, so here I go again. 5 dice. Come on. Okay, I give up on her.
Yeah, that's pretty much a 0 now.
Alright. Your turn.
Search token.
Search token. That's the one by the entrance door right here. Eto Gibbs' bedside table. I'm not gonna close this door for a moment. Okay. Alright. You pick up the letter, immediately noticing the overly ornate handwriting. This writing style has been long out of use, especially within the working class. The letter is clear and romantic in nature. It starts with, "My dearest Jonathan Butler, I have lost much in the last few months, but finding you has returned me to a path I thought forever closed." Okay, so she likes him. This letter goes on to gush about their relationship. The end of the letter catches your attention, however. When I arrived this time, I was adrift. Thank you for helping me find the way. Eternally yours, Ethel. As you go to return the letter, you notice a pendant sitting on the table. Gain the Elder Sign Pendant common item. When I arrived in this time. Alright.
Okay.
Alright. Did you have anything else? You searched, and then what do you want to know?
Let's see. I searched that, then I'm gonna move.
And the investigative phase. Ooh. As you consider the items you have collected throughout the investigation, you have a sudden revelation that one of them is cursed. This missile event affects the investigator with the most items. It's you again.
You think?
The paranoia starts to overwhelm you as you search for the cursed item. Test your observation. You need 2 successes.
Observation is a 4. I think everything I've gained is against monsters. Well, I did that.
You did. Okay, so if you pass, you realize that the ritual has begun to affect your thinking and force yourself to calm down. Yeah, you want to drop 2 random items, which doesn't happen to you. Yeah, that's cool. So that's come in handy so far for you. But, all right. Okay, so I'm not gonna mess with her anymore. Let me go try to talk. Oh man, he's so far. No, yep. I can't even reach him. 1, 2.
Yeah, I talked to him once already.
You have? Okay. So instead of that, 1, 2.
How'd you do that? 1, 2, or 1, 2?
Yeah.
From here. So how'd you get there?
2 movements.
That's 3.
I moved twice.
Oh, well, then you're going to move. You have 1 more space. Is that as far as you want to go?
Yeah, I might as well try this door.
Okay.
I can't pry any more information out of her.
Doesn't appear so.
I fixed the intercom system. That's all I did.
Yeah. I'm about to see what's going on over here with the murder scene of the crime.
Was this the end of this turn?
Yep.
I give it a second. Oh, I shouldn't have moved twice. Actually, I should have gotten rid of horror. But oh well. What's done stuff? Strange reverse color fills the air, and the Mythos event affects each investigator in the viewing room.
That would be no effect. We got out of the viewing room.
In time.
So it was good you moved, huh?
Yep. All right.
Is it our turn now?
Yep. What do you want to go first? Look at that. Okay, here it goes.
Because that's looking like it's going in the
This
scene of
is
the crime.
the crew members. Direct access between storage area and crew quarters.
Yep.
All right. Fate Light, you need the Dangerous Journeys or Murderous Journeys, whatever it's called, tile, storage hold. Fate Light in the storage room only amplifies the sense of dread you get from the scene before you place the storage hold tile. Horrific Journeys, that's what it's called.
Storage from Horrific Journeys?
Yep.
I thought those were just sitting right here, but maybe I mixed them in. Oops. Doesn't look like it's a room full of junk.
Yeah, it's the locomotive for symbols. Huh?
There it is.
Found it?
Yep. Okay. That's where supposedly the murder took place. See what observations
That's where they
says.
found the body. But in the center room lies the body of the victim. They just left. Well, I guess you can't just chuck them out the airlock. Okay. Oh, there's the airlock. Okay. William Rushford, surrounded by various occult symbols that appear to have been drawn using his blood. Place a search token as indicated. Across the city, you see a middle-aged woman leaning over the body. Place a person token as indicated. This is Dr. Rose Barnett, the Stargazer's Majestic physician.
Well, there's somebody that needs to be talked to.
You would think.
Rose Barnett.
If you guys need to use the computer, now's a great time.
Well then. I am not. Barnett. Oh, it says doctor. Okay, so El Doctor. I was looking for Rose, and the first name is Doctor.
See an overturned piece of luggage that has been pulled out of place and left open. Place a search token as indicated.
Jeez.
The lights in the room flicker rapidly as for a moment there are 3 large burning eyes in the darkness. They are fixated on you. And you find that hard to breathe. As terror grips in your heart, you find yourself unable to look away. Suddenly the eyes disappear as the lights return to normal. Nobody else in the room appears to have noticed, so for one face down more. Scary stuff.
I will not move.
Okay.
Hit that search token next turn.
Search it.
I'm going to search it, yes, this turn.
Yeah, That search token is a footlocker that belongs to Officer Butler. There's gonna be a lock. Tap to attack the puzzle using your
agility. Yuck.
Sorry, that's what it is.
That's going to take a whole turn, or as opposed to going in and doing that. So I'm going to leave it alone. So, given enough time, you should be able to discern the combination. Tap to attempt the puzzle. Well, I've already used the action, so I might as well just.
There's nothing to stop. I mean, the difference is that it's letting you do. It's one of these sliding.
Oh, it's
ones.
one of these. Okay, so these normally weren't that bad. Normally, I say. Okay, so we have to get it over there.
You have to get this in here. So
Yeah.
You gotta get this out of the way.
Yeah, I know how the puzzle works. I just have to discern which way I want to do this. So,
It's actually way more problematic than I want it to be.
yes, it is. Huh. So then I'm gonna have to do that twice. Okay. Take that center long one right there, move it up. Okay. Drop the little short one that's on the gray there, drop it down. Throw that one there all the way up against the wall. And that's my 3 actions. That's all I can do. So that's the way it's sitting at the moment. So back to you.
So action number 1, toot my own horn, get rid of a whore. And then action number 2, let's go peeking over here. What was this? This was a first class. Sign reads cabin 1. This is the cabin of Arthur Holloway III. Oh, I'm sure he's going to be pleased with me being in it. Alright. This is the cabin of Arthur Holloway III. The lavish furnishing is our stark reminder that you have entered a first class cabin. Discard this wood token and place the cabin 1 tile as indicated. Oops.
That's cabin 2.
There's cabin 1 on the other side. I should be so lucky.
No. There's cabin 4.
I don't have any of those tiles here, any of the traveling tiles here.
Cabin, the left bedroom. Okay, so they somehow got buried somewhere, or wait, back of these. Oh, cabin. I looked at it's cabin 2 and cabin 1.
Sure.
Naturally. All right, so looks like that goes like that.
Yeah. And this stays here because they're not connected. Okay. All right. Continue. Dresser, there's a small ornate box covered in arcane symbols. Place a search token. Yeah, this guy's dabbling in things he should not. Of course I will move.
Drops it.
You stand on the threshold of the room, the air pressure drops as you feel a strong wind brush across your skin. The room is thrown into pitch blackness, yet you can somehow make out a large bat-like shape surging towards you. Its 3 burning eyes piercing your soul. You find yourself rooted in place just before your massive shape reaches you and disappears. So for 1 face-down horror, then place darkness in my space. Isn't that special? Face-down horror. It's a good thing I can remove these things, but...
Darkness.
I forgot what darkness does, but it is beneficial. That's all. What's got 3 eyes and whether is it a Biaki? And find out. Is that our turn?
Special monsters for these. So there was. Oh no! So what was that doing out here? They sent 7 different monsters.
Okay.
For this. So, in addition to what's in the standard set, so
Sure.
who knows?
We ready to continue?
Since somebody did a ritual, we're sure there's monsters somewhere. I'm getting nothing but monster avoidance items. So yeah, well, we're done with our turn. I do not
Ball
have.
of turbulence sends your stomach lurching into your throat. The gondola bounces, then dips forward, plunging toward the dark ocean below before steadying itself. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down damage and 1 face-down horror, unless we can agility it.
Yeah, I'm too nervous. Like this one, I feel comfortable. This one, I'm like, this is too much.
I pass.
I negated the 2. And that agility negates. Yeah, okay.
So you negate it?
Yep.
Investigator phase. So, what do I want to do? I don't know what darkness does to me, so if you give me the manual, I'll look that up while you do your turn. Darkness, hello darkness, my old friend.
Let's put, since I started on the puzzle, let's put me back on the puzzle.
Sure. Darkness is a feature. This is the puzzle.
No.
Where were you? This is the
That's
puzzle.
the puzzle. Because I had the plan.
Yeah.
What was it now that I'm thinking about this?
Thought you were gonna move this bottom row.
Okay. The horizontal one that the curse, you were just on top of it. Move back. All the way over. That one. Move it up. Oh, it can't go that way. It can only go lengthwise. Never mind. Okay, so therefore, yes. Okay, move this one up. That one down. Oh, god damn it. I keep wanting to do them. Okay, so I did that wrong. God. How do you get that out of there
Yeah, it's like
if you can't?
this goes up and down, doesn't it? So you gotta get this out of the way first. Slide these 2 down.
Well, this has to go that way,
Yeah.
but you can't get this out of the way.
Yeah, unless this moves.
Wait. No, but it. Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it goes up and down.
Wasted moves.
Yeah.
How many?
1, it looks like. Oh,
Okay, so slide this one over here. Slide this one all the way down.
yep.
Slide this one over there.
Okay.
Now I think this one has to go back. That one has to go up. That one has to go over. That one has to go down. And that one has to go over. So I've spent at least 3 actions there doing that. So how many total? Oh, you. Too bad you went past it. I was going to count the moves.
With a little
See how long
effort,
it
the
was.
lock releases. It didn't. It went by itself.
Okay.
We'll open the lid to find various clothes and personal effects. The pocket watch lying on the loop of everything catches your eye. The initial WR engraved on the back. Gain the pocket watch common item. WR.
Rushford, the guy that got killed.
Then discard the search token.
This is the victim's pocket watch. William Rushford. Wait, guess what this does? You may perform 1 additional puzzle step while attempting a puzzle.
So The only thing that darkness is gonna affect in there is I can't spend clue tokens, which I don't have any.
So if you still search, then
Yeah.
apparently.
Perhaps you should ask Officer Butler about this watch. It's in his thing, isn't
He
it?
was the guy that was back over here. Wasn't
Yeah, but the problem is, yeah, he was the one at the desk.
He? Yes.
In love with the girl, but the problem is it's not his watch. And it's in his possession.
Perhaps you should ask. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I understand that. You should perhaps.
Well, I forgot that it was in his locker, right? It's in his personal. The watch that belongs to the murder victim is in the
his
crew
locker.
member's locker.
Yeah.
Right? So how the hell did you get this?
Well,
Yeah.
incriminating evidence has been updated.
Okay. All right. So where was I? I'm in this room. I can't. Let's find out. This was occult symbols. So before I do this, though, I'm going to bugle. Get rid of that. As you examine the box, you cannot see any latch or lid. Spinning it in your hand, you notice that the symbols themselves can be moved. Tap to attempt the puzzle using, well, at least lore is my highest skill.
Oh,
dear.
it's one of
Okay,
these.
It's one of these. Okay.
So it's pretty obvious which are the two opposing corners. They're in the middle, on the
They're
edges.
And
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe
I'm
not.
thinking this is a corner. I could be wrong.
Well,
This looks. Okay, here's an outer ring. I think there's another part of. These look like outer rings. See that?
so
Of a much
I'm going
larger-
to say immediately switch these two.
Yeah, that was gonna be right. Oh, look at that. That's almost.
Yeah.
That's complete.
And this one belongs
Yeah.
down here, but I'm not sure that one belongs up there yet. This one belongs down here. That one belongs all the way. Oh, wait a minute. Not necessarily.
These two look like the middle to me. Right here.
Okay, that's right.
And I think this is right also.
Yeah, but I think. Oh. So, switching those two right there. Yep.
Alright.
That one worked quickly enough.
Puzzle completed. The last symbol slides in place. You hear a soft click as side compartments pops out of the box, revealing its contents. This must be Arthur Holloway's secret stash. Gain the sedatives, common item. Well, don't you have all kinds of problems, my dear fellow? I mean, we're picking up stuff left and right, but I'm not sure we're making any progress. What does sedatives do? At the start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage and 3 horror. If you do, discard at the end of your turn.
Okay, so that was into yours, into mine.
Yeah. And the investigator freeze. Confirm. Cheap item snaps as Agnes Baker tries to lift it. Unfortunately, it is not completely useless. Agnes Baker discards 1 random common item.
Boy, did the tote bag end up in the right spot.
It sure did, didn't it? A torrential rain begins to assault the ship. As the butt of turbulence rocks the dirigible, a wave of vertigo passes through you and you stumble. Each investigator moves 1 space towards the crew bedroom.
I'm in the crew bedroom.
Alright, well that's beneficial for me. Oh, this is gone, isn't it? That's actually beneficial to me. An oily presence in your mind calls forward deep-seated fears. Could everyone on board be guilty? Is this an all-elaborate plot to humiliate you? Each investigator suffers 2 horror unless you can make a willpower test.
Will negates, yes.
You negated. I negated. Okay.
I was thinking.
Alright, it's back to us. Well, I don't have much to do, and you don't have much to do, so I don't know about you. I'm gonna sally forth, yes? You looking up something?
You only prevent 1 for each success. That's what I thought.
Okay.
On those, I was thinking back to So I picked up one horror, and you picked up a.
I did.
Yeah, you only negate as many points of the damage as you roll successes.
Okay. I will explore.
When you're doing horror negates,
Okay.
you have to have a success for every point of horror that you're negating. So you are moving.
The first class cabin provided to you by Captain Pike is a beautifully decorated. Discard as explore token. That's my cabin. Okay. The contents of your luggage are neatly arranged around the room. It is a good thing you always come prepared for the worst situation. Place the sledgehammer common item as indicated.
We brought a sledgehammer with us.
Wait, no. Let me move into the space.
If you need a sledgehammer,
Sure, why not? Another weapon? I mean, but let's see what's going on here.
takes.
You may suffer 2 face down damage to convert all clues to while attacking with this card to successes. Okay. I'm done, Mike. Your turn.
I think based on how many things I did before, I'm just going to move because I think I.
Yeah, you did. You did at least 2.
So there's my turn.
The corridor in front of you twists and stretches on forever. Is impossibly long. Impossible. Each investigator in the hall or alley suffers 2 horror. 4 power negates.
Hall or alley? I'm not in.
And neither am I.
I don't think I'm in a hold, not a hall. So we don't have to worry about that.
Alright. You wanna, since you're nearby, something important?
I think that was the body and the doctor, so I think I'll hit the doctor first.
Dr. Rose Burnett, the ship's doctor, is hunched over the body of William Rushmore. What can you tell me about the body, doctor? What are you doing before the murder? Which one's gonna be?
Let's ask him. Let's be nice and ask about the body. See what happens.
Our victim has his throat slashed. The laceration angle and direction indicates that the victim was facing his attacker. She leans in closer to the body. This blood is very strange. It is nearly black and much more congealed than it should be. Gain 1 clue.
Gladly. It's been updated. Okay, search the body just to verify what's going on here.
The body of William Rushford lies face down, surrounded by dark occult symbols written in the blood. There is an acrid stench of death in the air.
Examine the crime scene.
You bend down to examine William Rushford's lifeless body. The first thing you notice is the large laceration across his throat. The blood is still pooling beneath it. You fight the urge to retch.
Why is the blood still pooling?
It was much more congealed than... Yeah.
Well, it stops when the heart stops.
Well, not only that, but it said it was much more congealed, so you suffer nothing. Okay.
I know, but physiology means
As
it's
you step back, you can see that the blood appears to have drawn
to
resemble wings spreading out from the victim's body. Other intricate symbols are also been drawn in blood around the room.
Oh,
Test your lore.
I'm finally testing my 5.
There you go. You got
2.
2 successes. Okay. Yeah, you can't convert anything.
Nope.
You realize that these blood-drawn symbols are typically associated with the summoning ritual. You can feel the mystical energies about the room. You cannot begin to imagine a foul creature that's been drawn to this world.
Yeah, we can. It's got wings and 3 eyes.
Yeah. You also recognize the symbol as the same ones found in the hilt of the ritual dagger you found in the observation deck. It seems obvious that the dagger is the murder weapon. Whoever placed it there is your murderer. As you turn around, you notice a small burn on the victim's lapel, along with some ash smeared across his jacket. Looking around, you realize that none of the components appear to have been burned in any way. So there's burns.
Cigarette burn?
Somewhere else, maybe. If William Rushford did not smoke, then perhaps his murderer did. So he was smoking a cigarette, and he was smoking a cigar. This could be a key piece of evidence in the investigation. Gain the missing link unique item, then discard this search token. Excellent sleuthing, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah. Missing link. There's our evidence piling up.
The name of this game doesn't have encumbrance. Maybe the victim's travel companion, Doc Fisher, can tell you if the victim was a smoker. Well, that's very weak.
Alright. So that's good.
Alright.
We got something there. We haven't found Doc Fisher, though.
You went. I need to go. I think... Is it picking up an item, an action?
Yeah, pretty sure it is. Interact with a person or interact token in your space by using the app. No. Trade action, trade possession. Pick up and drop possessions in your space is a trade action.
Okay. That was one action. 1, 2.
Yowzer.
You up, sir?
I just did that though.
Oh, okay. Trying to know what the middle's face. A shimmering wind rushes through the gondola. This Mythos event affects the investigator with the lowest willpower. I have a 4.
3.
Okay. The air is sucked away as the wind rushes in. Black spots begin to appear at the edge of your vision, and you struggle for breath. Test your strength.
1.
So you suffer. If you pass, you didn't pass. You manage to stay conscious. If you fail, you lose consciousness for a moment before your lungs finally fill with air. Suffer 2 face down damage and 1 horror, then become stunned.
2 face down damage.
Yep, and 1 horror.
And stunned. I get a single action next turn.
All right.
Or this turn.
Let me go first. I'm gonna blow my trumpet. You hear it too. So each investigator in range may discard 1 face down horror. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my second action to explore over here. Cabin 3. This is the cabin of William Rushford and Dot Fisher. So we found Dot Fisher. Coach cabin is sparsely decorated. Large bait dominates the space, while a sleeping bag has been laid out on the floor next to it. Discard this explore token. Place cabin 3 as indicated. A young woman is searching the cabin while occasionally writing the small notebook. Place a person token.
Dot Fisher. We found her.
This is Dot Fisher, travel companion of the victim, William Rushford.
And somebody that needs to be questioned.
It'll happen next turn. I will take the opportunity to move in there if I'm allowed. Oh, something on the bed. Protruding from under one of the bed pillows appears to be a worn book. Place a search token. What? Yes, I will. Thank you. Okay, that would be me. Next is you.
I get 1 action and remove the stunned.
Mythos phase it is. Oh, well, it appears that Dot Fisher has concluded her investigation of victims' cabin and has moved her investigation to the observation deck. Move Dot Fisher to the viewing room 2 tile as indicated.
All the way over here.
No, over here. Oh, yeah, over here. You're right. Well, poo.
Wow, that didn't
Your
help.
eyes fall on a strange wooden toy box hidden among the boxes and shelf. The Mythos event affects an investigator in the storage room that has suffered the least horror. Storage room. Are you in there?
I am in the store. I'm in the storage hold. They call it the.
In a storage room.
I am in a storage room.
All right. The carved wooden puppet has eyes that seem too bright for glass or paint, and your mind dwells on the thought that you are nothing more than toy maker's creation. Suffer 3 horror.
2 more.
Yeah. Your will -1 negates.
I know. I did a will -1 and negated 1, so I get 2.
Okay.
Not happening here. We're not moving fast enough.
I get that.
So it's the end of phase.
No. Now it's investigators.
Oh, it's investigators now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to search this token.
Okay. Are you moving after that?
I will.
Where are you going?
Down the hall.
Okay. Doesn't matter. You'll still be in my range. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think you need to bugle anymore for a while. You have plenty of.
It's not me. It's you.
It's the extra actions. I can tolerate 3 more.
Okay.
We think we need the actions. We need to move it.
Okay.
So hoof it somewhere. I'm going to take a look at this item and then move down the hall. And if you want to go chase her, because she might be.
I'm going to search and then move is what I'm going to do. Tag marks the luggage as belonging to Fred Cooper. Among the contents, you find a strange scrapbook with newspaper clippings detailing gruesome murders and suspicious deaths. The first page is what has an old article detailing the deaths of a husband and wife, Joseph and Margaret Cooper. The story talks about how a freak accident robbed a small boy of both his parents outside of Miskatonic University.
Yeah, so.
Accompanying the article photo shows a young boy, unnamed, talking to a police officer while the covered body of his parents rests in the foreground. So if you do the rest of the scrapbook, you see dozens of articles highlighting deaths related to suspicious or unusual circumstances, including a recent article about the rash of deaths related to new exhibit art at Miskatonic Museum. As you return the journal to the suitcase, you notice a leather-bound book resting inside. Gain the Diver's Journal common item.
Okay, so most of these search tokens have been a useless gathering of stuff. Diver's Journal. You may ignore water.
You're in an airship.
Yeah, well, if we get dumped off of it.
Right.
It's another anti-monster thing.
Yeah, but unless, like, this is supposed to be a 3-parter, right?
Well, no, this in itself does. I don't know if they retain anything for
Gotcha.
the next one.
Okay. All right, exploring this on my part. Then you wanted to move?
I did that, and then I want to move 2 spaces over there so I can go do those.
The book ability shoved underneath one of the bits. Okay, search. You pick up what appears to be an old journal. Flipping through it, you realize that it must be the journal of William Rushford. The entries span over 50 years. Gain the old journal unique item, then discard the search token. The investigator holding the old journal unique item can read its entries by interacting with it in the app.
That takes interacting in an app cause an action to read the journal.
All right, we'll get to that when we get to that. And
okay, Mythos phase coming up.
you're weary to the bone, and your strength is now ebbing. Each investigator's face 2 damage face up. I don't have any damage.
No negating, huh? Broken arm. If you ever have more than 2 items, drop all but 2 of your items. Wow is all I got to say about the tote bag.
Yep. I mean, I haven't really done anything
No
yet.
additional effect. Face down. That's freaking incredible.
The Stargazer Majestic is tossed by fierce wind, throwing everyone aboard to the floor. Each investigator suffers 1 damage. You find yourself entranced by the storm, the wind in the sky is calling out your name. A strange and foreign thought fills your mind. If you killed everyone on board, the murderer would be dead too. Well, that's the way to solve this. You force yourself to breathe, panic setting around you. Each investigator suffers 2 horror. Will negates.
I negated both of them.
Good
Yay.
for you. I negated none, so I suffer 2 horror.
Yeah.
1, 2. All right.
Okay. Well, so you can double hoof it to get to her, huh? And I will open the end, do the end one, see how long this hall craziness goes.
That's probably the length of the
Door
door.
to
The
the
master
medical
slide.
officer.
That's the end.
Medical office, huh?
Yep. Doctor's Roseman's desk dominates 1 half of the room, while examination table and log cabinets fill the other half. Discard the support token and place the medical office with the choo-choo train on it. Now we probably have to move this slightly down because we are running out of space up there.
Oh, I can move the cards.
Okay.
Cards are not necessary. Scheme things here.
Yep, that's still on frame, so we're good to go.
Okay, there's the
Alright.
medical office.
I'm
Or whatever.
assuming you can put some clues there. Lock cabinet stand inside one well filled with various medication in neat rows.
Maybe healing
You may
stuff.
move 1 space into the explored area.
Okay, well, it gets me on top of the search token, so yeah, why not?
Yeah, looks like there's nothing else in there though.
So I can search and then leave it.
It's a dead end, yeah.
So we've reached almost the end. There's a couple more doors to open, but we've seen the extent of the map.
I'm gonna be here basically.
And you can pound both of those girls with inquiries, because this is the one I think you failed on, right?
Yes, I'm going to be pressing them for information. No
Pounding
pounding.
them, yeah.
Pressing.
Well, you've got, you didn't pick up the crowbar, so you can't pound them with a crowbar.
That's one method of persuasion, I know. Skittering and creeping 100,000 spiders emerge from their hiding spaces. Jim Culver scrambers to avoid the worst of their bites.
Agility 2 check.
Okay, this is not gonna happen, but okay. I've succeeded once, so if he passes, no. If he fails, he receives many bites, and the venom makes his world warp around him. Just suffers 1 face-down damage and 2 horror and becomes stuck.
Now you need to take the potion or whatever.
Well, now I'm gonna discard the sedatives. Is what's
Well, you
gonna
get
happen.
1 face-down damage too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now it's time for sedatives.
Yeah. I'm still stunned, so all be able to do is talk to 1 person, but that's okay.
Well, did you read the stun thing?
You cannot perform more than 1 single action during your turn. That's correct, yeah.
So
This doesn't say action, it just says discard.
so
At the start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage, and when you do, you discard that. Yeah, because I'm
Well, not over
2,
yet.
4, 5.